Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Fantastic Five, the show where we tell you the 5 right answers to a particular topic in comics, and you tell us why you're unsubscribing in the comments. This week, we're looking at 5 of the best kid heroes. Kids love superheroes. Kids love pretending they're superheroes. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that if you're in the business of making superhero comics, it might not be a bad idea to make some characters that kids can identify even more with than a grown-up in a funny costume. I know that technically teenagers are kids too, but teenage heroes get to do all kinds of things younger heroes don't. So this list is going to be mostly focused on some of our favorite preteen heroes. Number 5, Power Pack. Okay, the list just started and I am already cheating by picking an entire team of kids. But the members of the Power Pack are all such good kids, I'd feel terrible if I just singled one of them out. When I think of actual little kid heroes, the Power Pack immediately leaps to mind, but in case you're not familiar with them, I'll give you the lowdown. 4 young siblings, Alex, Julie, Jack, and Katie Power, are given superpowers by a dying alien space horse because luckily, space horses are able to not only pass along their powers as they die, but to distribute them evenly among siblings so no one is left out. Sure, the Power Kids have adventures and meet lots of Marvel grown-ups, but they were no sidekicks, and their 80s series tried to help young readers understand some of the more serious issues kids face, like bullying, drugs, and kidnapping. Also, they have a talking spaceship. Number 4, Astro Boy. Characters from manga often don't get enough love on these lists, so let's fix that this week with Japan's greatest kid hero, Astro Boy. Sure, he's one of the most popular characters in the world, but Osamu Tezuka's Astro Boy is also a kid hero that will basically always be a kid since he's a robot, and those aren't typically in the habit of getting older. Sure, he learns and gets more emotionally mature over time, but he's always going to look like an adorable little robot. He's like Pinocchio, Peter Pan, and Iron Man all rolled into one. Rocket feet, laser fingers, butt guns. What kid or grown-up wouldn't want to be Astro Boy? He has machine guns in his butt. Number 3, Robin. All of the Robins are great for their own reasons, but there are only 2 that are really known for being Robin when they were kids, Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne. Sure, Dick was the original, but he's firmly established himself as an adult hero as Nightwing. Damian, on the other hand, is a violent little bundle of joy. He's a Robin that's even more dark, driven, and broody than Batman. And the confidence on this kid? There is no doubt in Damian's mind that he is not only the best Robin ever, but he also probably thinks he's ready to make a better Batman than his dad. I guess being trained from birth by ninjas and assassins will do that to you. And unlike previous Robins, after his introduction, comic fans couldn't wait to see Damian suit up. In his short time as Robin, he's died, come back to life, gotten superpowers, and brought a cow into the Bat family. And he's still not even old enough to have his learner's permit. Number 2, Spider-Man. No, not that Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. No, not that one either. There you go. I'm talking about Miles Morales, the newest and youngest Spider-Man. Unless there's some baby Spider-Man out there in the Spider Universe, but let's try to stay focused here. This one's maybe a little bit of a cheat, since even though Miles was still in grade school when we met him and he first gained his spider powers, he has moved on to the terrible teens. But cut the kid some slack. He's got some huge shoes to fill, and he's doing a great job. Inspired to help others with his great powers by the Ultimate Universe's version of Peter Parker, and then making the cosmic move to the main Marvel U after the latest Secret Wars, Miles helped to show the world that Spider-Man is for everyone. And number 1, Captain Marvel. When young Billy Batson says the magic word Shazam, a bolt of lightning transforms him into the world's mightiest mortal, Captain Marvel. Or if you just want to call him Shazam, that's fine too. Created in 1939 by C.C. Beck and Bill Parker, young Billy gets to live out the ultimate kid superhero power fantasy. Not only does his magic word give him incredible superpowers, but he gets to become a grown-up, so other grown-ups have to take him seriously. Other kids superheroes can still get bossed around or put in timeout by their parents or mentors, but not Captain Marvel. Plus, kids love feeling like they're tricking grown-ups, so there's also the delightful, childish sneakiness of it all. And you don't have to take my word for it. The character's inherent greatness and appeal to kids, and kids at heart, is apparent by the fact that in the 1940s, his comic was not only routinely selling millions and millions of copies, but outselling every other comic on the stands. That's it for this week. Check back next week when we say 5 more things in the order of how awesome we think they are. Thanks for watching this episode of Fantastic 5. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Comics Alliance for more comic facts, and check out comicsalliance.com for more comic awesomeness.